failing to beat Bournemouth in a game that if we had won, we would have been 12 points top of the table. Only to see Manchester City cut down our lead to a mere 6 points now. It's time to buckle down. Arsenal face Manchester City in a game in which our fate is in our own hands. We control our destiny. A lot of people right we have. Nobody no expect we to win. Everybody say the blue shot them a circle. Everybody say Manchester City coming for you. Guess what? Arsenal fans. Arsenal. Let's go fishing. It's time for us to go fishing. The shark them a circle. Alright. So that means we not use no fish line. We carry the cannon. Cause we are going to shoot fish. That is what's up. Manchester City in a dazzling form right now. Can you imagine? Why is it that Manchester City always peak at this time of the season? Always peak. And why is it that Arsenal always drop form at this time of the season? It's like we're always doing the opposite. Right? But guess what? It's a clash that Arsenal have to find some momentum. We have to make sure say we go there for win. And if you don't win, don't lose. That if you know football, you know say I say it. You can't go in a season, a clash like this. This could be a title decider. It could be. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily his. But it could be a title decider. You can't go in a game like this. That could be a title decider and going to lose. You can't, especially when you control your own destiny. It's time for us to put on our goggles. Put on our swimsuit. Let's step into the water over Manchester and let's go shoot some fish. As a matter of fact, let's go shoot some shark. They say the blue shark circling, so let us go shoot some shark. Manchester City coming for you. That's the cry. But guess what? Arsenal ready and waiting. We know say everybody feel like say, yo, Manchester City farm I go take over. And Arsenal just now can manage. But guess what? Remember, we are the Arsenal. And we've been through perilous times before. And we have overcome. At one point, we were the best team on the land, you know. At one point, we were the best team on the land. Remember Manchester City, this same Manchester City side with Pep Guardiola put 11 man behind the ball to defend a 1-goal lead and still didn't win it. Alright? So remember who we are. Just in case y'all tend to forget. Everybody write us off and call us battlers. Yet still we are the one that they're watching in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We're the ones that they're looking up on the top of the table. That makes us your elders. Have respect to your elders, yeah? Yes, people. Arsenal face Manchester City. It promised to be a spectacular game. You know what I mean? It's a game that both teams must win. Right? Especially Manchester City. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are a little bit behind right now. And it's a situation where they must win. You know, we're here to talk about the Arsenal side of the coin. You know what I mean? The Arsenal team selection. That is what we are about right now. We are in a lot of problem as far as fitness is concerned. Saka is out for sure. So we don't even have to even debate that. Saka is out. So there's no debate pertaining to Saka's situation. Right? So that's leave us with who else is out? Well, Saka for sure. Court said they're going to do a final test on persons today. It was supposed to be today. You know what I mean? I don't really hear nothing yet. So pretty much we're going to see if some sniper over Manchester are going to take out them binoculars and snatch some pictures and send out and say, oh, look here. Timber there. Look here. Odegaard there. What does I say? Let's see if those situations going to happen. But we're going to try and name a starting level right now. And we're going to name a starting level based on what we know. What we know, who we know is fit and available for us. You know what I mean? And we're going to do a score prediction, of course. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely going to do a score prediction. So, based on what we know or who we know is available to start this team, we know Raya and Kepa available, but we all know it's only one keeper. I got to do the damn thing. You see? And that is David Raya. So David Raya is between the six. David Raya is in goal. Right? But we take out the two central defender them from now because we know say that's gonna be the whole situation. Right? So Saliba and Gabriel, first and foremost. That's what we're gonna do. Now, my scenario is this. I always like to have my left back with one defensive and one overlapper. Right? But I don't know if I'm going to go that direction this time around because I don't trust the overlapper that we have available. Not right now with the present form we're in. You know what I mean? The overlapper that we have available right now is Ben White. And as much as I love Ben White overlapping abilities, I can't trust Ben White against Manchester City right now. I rather go for some defensive stability. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to use Mosquera. It's still not ideal because it don't have that overlapping position there. But guess what? I was thinking about something, And I'm saying to myself, if we use Ben White on the left as our overlapper, and on the right, as our overlapper, right? And we use Gabby Martinelli, that would balance the team. You know what I'm saying? That will balance the team. And guess what? That's what I'm going for. So I'm going to use Ben White on the right-hand side. And I'm going to use Nketiah on the left-hand side. I'm also going to balance Nketiah's side by using a technical gifted player in Trossard. So I'm going to use Trossard on the left-hand side to complement Nketiah. I'm going to use Gabby Martinelli on the right-hand side to complement Ben White. I'm going to use Zubimendi as my 6. I'm going to use Rice as my 8. Eze going to sit down as my 10. And yes, I am using Kai Havertz. I'm sorry. I have to. Because we need ball possession. We have to hold on to the ball against this Manchester City team. We can't use a Victor Gyökeres. We can't control on ball. This a game, enough of that. Sorry. This a game, a big people game. Victor Gyökeres, you have to come on as a sub, brother. Sorry. Substitution thing for your thing there. Get me? So, that is my start 11, people. You know what I mean? That is my start 11. Tell me what y'all think and tell me the changes that you would have made. So, it's Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, Nketiah, Zubimendi, Rice, Eze, Trossard on the left, Martinelli on the right, and King Kai at the striker. That is it. And I'm predicting a 2-1 scoreline. I think Eze gonna score. And I think Martinelli gonna score now. I don't know, for some reason, I just feel like Martinelli gonna score. I feel like him have a goal in time against Manchester City, like him did the last time. You know what I mean? I feel Martinelli gonna score. That's the whole situation. Let me know what you guys think. You know what I mean? Tomorrow is a beautiful day, Tomorrow is a beautiful game. You know what I mean? It's time for Arsenal to rise up and rival Manchester City in the real way. Tottenham beat them all the time. If Tottenham can beat them all the time, why we can't beat them one time when we need it the most? Call Tottenham on the neighbours and figure out what we need to beat them people here. And then we can tell them of escape relegation. People, Rleys World is a fun channel, alright? We try to make sure that we keep it fun and nice and entertaining. You know what I mean? Speaking about fun and nice and entertaining, if you reach this far, make sure y'all like the channel, alright? If you're new, subscribe to the thing. Because guess what? Community like you and welcome you. Alright? Yes, I. So, looking forward to the game tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm predicting a victory, but I'm still nervous about the whole scenario of that situation. I'm nervous as hell. You know what I mean? But I don't know if my nervousness is fear or excitement. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not. I kind of know that I'm not really fearful of Manchester City, even though they're a good team. You know what I mean? So I can probably say yes, it's excitement. You know, but I'm looking forward to the game. You know what I mean? I will not be able to do a live, a watch along. You know what I mean? But you know I'll be coming on after the game and we're going to talk what went down. All right? Yeah, we're going to talk what went down. But a victory for Arsenal tomorrow is ideal. A victory for Arsenal tomorrow will be very, very nice, very, very good, very, very welcoming. You know what I mean? And it will give us some cushion at the top of the table. You know what I mean? Everybody write us off. And I think that's where them go wrong. We're still in two major competition. I know y'all gonna say, yo, 4-3, now to 2. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We lose some momentum, you know what I mean, and we throw away a couple cups, you know, but we're still here, you know what I mean, and we're here to stay. You see me? So, yeah, down to the nitty-gritty. That is where we are right now. We take on Manchester City tomorrow. It's gonna be a cracker. Like and subscribe to the channel, people. We're gonna see you when the game done. Cause we gonna chat about it. We gonna laugh about it or we gonna cry. But something now go down. Something going down. And we'll be here to deal with it. Big up. Rleys World. Big up on the damn self, everybody.